Welcome back to 843 TV. We're now joined by Heyduck from the Community Foundation of the Lowcountry. How are you today?
I'm good, great.
And you're the Vice President of Communications and Marketing,
right.
So relatively new position for you.
It is.
So,
Been there since November. Give
us a quick overview of what the Community Foundation of the Lowcountry is all about and what your mission is.
Community Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. There are about 750 community foundations in the country. Our mission really is to improve the Lowcountry. We try to identify issues that are facing us and then work with other groups to make it a better place to live. We work with nonprofits. We provide grants to them. We have a strengthening nonprofit initiative that we go in and we help nonprofits through training with governance and fundraising and that sort of thing. We work with donors. We offer donors a lot of different types of opportunities to set up funds so they can support organizations that are important to them. We offer scholarships to kids, to students, and we also introduce different initiatives in the community to help strengthen the community as a whole. Yeah. And that's what I'm here to talk about today.
Right. Well, the first thing we want to talk about is the initiative called the Giving Marketplace. That sounds interesting. Tell us about that.
It's a really, really cool initiative we're doing. We're one of only 15 community foundations in the country that are doing this right now. It's an online searchable database that people can go to and learn all about the different nonprofits in town. Nonprofits have an opportunity to create their profile, and in their profile, each individual nonprofit has their own profile. It has a lot of information about programs that they offer, some of the results they may have, their outcomes, the finances, governance, the management, other sorts of operational things. So people can actually go to this database and they can look for a nonprofit either by its name or by a category. So if someone has a real interest in like health and human services, they can go to that category and all the nonprofits will be listed. So they can click on the nonprofits and get a readout of all the different information about these nonprofits. So they can kind of compare the nonprofits and look at the different things that they're doing, and if somebody's online at the time and they want to make a gift, they can actually make a donation to that nonprofit through the website.
That's so cool. It's like shopping, pretty much.
It is. That's why it's called Marketplace.
I mean, that's so cool. I mean, with y'all really taking advantage of the technology we all have available to us these days to provide information and allow people to make really informed, educated decisions about where they help.
That's really important. What we're finding is that donors are becoming more sophisticated in their giving, and they want to know that when they're giving to an organization, there's going to be results from what they're giving, and so they can see these results. The nonprofits can put their outcomes and that sort of thing, so they can share that with people.
Very
So what led to this? I mean, why did the Community Foundation choose this particular initiative?
Well, what we find is a lot of people move here from other places, and they've been very supportive of nonprofits back home. Well, this is their home now, and since our mission is really to try to improve the Lowcountry in a variety of ways, we'd like to keep those giving dollars here. So when we were developing our strategic plan a couple years ago, we said, how can we find ways to inform people about some of the organizations here? We find when we talk to people, they say, oh, I didn't know that you had an organization who did this, and I think that's really important to help the community. So this is an opportunity for information sharing, for us to share this information with the community so they can make good giving decisions.
Jean, tell us how the Giving Marketplace benefits local nonprofits.
Well, what we found is that there's really a variety of ways this helps. It's a terrific opportunity. It's a forum for them really to share the great work they're doing. They can, like I said, they can let people know all different sorts of outcomes that they're having with what they're doing. It's a marketing tool for them. They can post on their profiles. They can post their annual report. They can post videos. They can do all sorts of things from a marketing perspective. So it really connects them to donors. We're also finding what's really interesting, there are a lot of really small nonprofits in this area. And just like businesses have best practices, nonprofits have best practices as well. So as they're going through their profile and we're asking them to supply things like a fundraising plan or a whistleblower policy, they're finding that they may have some holes or some gaps in some of their operations, and so it's an opportunity for them to kind of bring their nonprofit up to a higher standard. So there's just all sorts of things, and of course the best benefit to the nonprofit is if somebody's online looking at these nonprofits and they're really moved by something, they can give a gift right there.
So how does the marketplace directly affect the community?
Well, we think that information sharing is always really important. You know, you
Knowledge is power.
Exactly, it is, and you make better decisions when you have the knowledge. And so this, from a community standpoint, it allows people to really have a better grasp on all the different nonprofits that are out there and make maybe more informed giving decisions. It's also really beneficial. A lot of nonprofits kind of struggle to find good board members or board members who are really involved in or interested in that mission. And so this is a way for the community to look at nonprofits. If a nonprofit has asked someone to be on their board, they can actually go to this profile and see.
It's easier access to like-minded individuals.
Exactly,
it sounds like.
exactly. And they can look and see if it's a good fit for them from a board perspective.
So when can the community access this marketplace?
We plan to launch this on July 1st or in early July. So hopefully on the bottom of the screen there's a website that people can go to. So I would say the first week in July, if people are interested, that would be the time to go on and see if
Well, I know I always
get.
get a lot. I mean, when people move here, and we all know that everybody, with the exception of Marty, everybody are implants. You know, everybody's new to the area, and they always they ask you a few certain questions, and that is generally one of them because they want to help and they want to give back and they don't know where to start. So I think that's a great opportunity.
And I always tell people that ask, I mean, it's kind of like a one-stop shop for nonprofits because you're totally circling the wagons. I mean, you cover every angle of the nonprofit. So that's, I mean, there is no better resource to go to than you guys.
This is the probably only single source of this much comprehensive information about nonprofits that's out there.
Yeah. That's great.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for being with us, and make sure that you come right back for more 843 TV.